Hi, welcome to the Unstoppable series with myself, Stella Kikoyo, and my dearest business partner and friend, Divya Parekh. Divya, welcome to this Unstoppable series.
Thank you so much, Stella. It's just such a joy for, you know, we did our 5 visibility moves that I'm sure, you have watched it. If you have not, definitely go and check it out. It's just amazing to partner with you because together, you and I, we're unstoppable.
Indeed, that is so true. I don't know how many people know that ever since the inception of the Stellar Woman magazine, we've been working together, and you've been really giving and giving and giving to women so that they can become unstoppable, so that they can position themselves and become the best version, create the impact and influence that they desire. And we have been grateful in the Stellar Woman magazine because we're here to really elevate your thinking, your influence, your income, and your impact. And this is our best way in which we believe that you are going to become unstoppable. So, Divya, tell us more about the anthology. And first of all, first tell us what you have done before and where you're going to take these amazing women who'll be joining us, the journey that they're going to go through.
Well, here's what I'm going to share that where did I begin? This is, I want to share with you. My dad was very nice. He had built me like a crude form of a tree house. And since I was a child, I would love to get lost in the world of books. Books are so near and dear to me. I would take my notebook, just kind of climb up or I would just sit on the branches of a tree and write short poems and stories. And so many times, what parents are doing is parents are pushing their children like, hey, my child can play a piano, my child can do this, recite that. And I would just rush in when company visited us. And what would happen is that, like, hey, I wrote this poem, I wrote this short story. And that was a running joke as I grew up, where my parents' friends or our cousins would say, "Ah, did you know we had to suffer through that, Divya?" Of course, it was just a running joke. So from there, the key is to remember that stories stick, especially your personal stories, stories that are unique to you, stories that make you unstoppable. And the idea is that we vet women because we want to create that power circle of women who have been through a lot of adversities or challenges, whatever you want to, obstacles, trauma, whatever you've gone through, but you are on the other end. And when somebody reads your story, it's like telling them, see you on the other side. See, I went through it. And if I could do it, you can do it. You can become unstoppable. And that's just the impact piece. And here's what I'll tell you, that when you write, it just makes you so strong. And okay, what else have I done? Here's what I'll share, that my team and I have taken over 200 authors to become best-selling authors. And I will say I cannot take the credit. It's my team. I give them the full credit. We've got a team of ghostwriters, editors, we've got graphic designers and line editors, and the whole marketing team who does the best-selling campaign. So we have done the Art of Unlearning series. There were 4 to 5, Thriving Beyond Crisis. We have done Faith Over Fear, Gift of Hope. And I could name even some more other books that we have done. Own Your Purpose. So not only have I helped women write their books, but also we have built those circles where the collaborations have happened, where referrals have happened, where the exposure is magnified for 10 women, the 10 elite epic women.
Amazing, amazing. This is what we love to do. And I think you can all guess why we have been on the Stellar Woman magazine. We work with Divya. She's about stories, elevating you through telling your own story. I like the fact that you talk about your own childhood and how you are through these woods and really finding yourself through the books. And we too, Stella Woman magazine is about stories. We realize that actually women find themselves through the stories of others. So when you tell your story, you're actually helping another woman find their own story, find their own voice, find their own power, find their own possibilities, change their perspectives. And this is what we do. And this is why we work with Divya. And this time around, ensuring that you are unstoppable. It's always been our purpose, ensuring that you are unstoppable. But now it's going to be a magnifying aspect where we're going to focus on ensuring that that is the theme, but also our intended purpose as women, as stellar women, we become unstoppable. That's the only way we can create influence and impact. So, Divya, tell me, how many women are you thinking about in terms of, are we talking about in terms of this anthology?
I'm thinking just 10 epic women, those 10 elite power women who are just ready to get out there and show the world. Yes, I'm ready to step into becoming that stellar, unstoppable women.
Amazing. And you highlighted all of the reasons why in the fireside chat. And that's where women have to go. If you haven't checked that out, please go back and check what is expected of that. So when Divya talks about the 10 elite women, there is a type of woman we work with. So this is where you're going to belong as well. This is where you are intended to be. So tell me, Divya, about best selling. Is this an aspect that we should expect, all women should expect?
Yeah, so there's so many, so many, and I'm not saying that I'm the only one who is doing, so Stellar and I are the indie publishers. There are a lot of other publishing companies where they have 60, 70, sometimes 100, 200 women in their project, and that's not how we work. We want to work with a small group of women. And as part of that, what you can expect is not just like, okay, because the first anthology that I personally did, I was told, here's the topic, go write. We hold your hand, we guide you through every step of the way. So it's also the journey. It's not just going to the best selling, but it's you are growing with other women. I mean, you're bringing your experience. So think about you're the diamond as you are, but we are finessing so that your shine can be seen by the others as well. And you're not just hidden somewhere, and you're not hiding your genius. So what happens is we help you position your story, write your story so you can connect with the reader, create that impact, build that influence, and build that authority. And beyond that, we all come together and have a best-selling campaign. There are interviews, and also what you're going to get is you're going to get featured in podcast. You're going to get featured in the magazine. You are going to be part of the summit where actually you can position yourself and say, hey, come to the summit. And from the summit, we are just going to go ahead and share it. We want to do that for y'all. And any people that you're bringing, you can keep the revenue from the summit to yourself. So, and beyond that, we are also going to be we're just going full out this time because we believe in you and we are going to blast it out on reputable outlets, major media outlets like everybody's quote will be featured, like Business Insider, Yahoo Finance,
Wow.
AP, Bloomberg. It's probably over 200, 250 good media outlets. And also there's going to be SEO. So what's going to do is that it's going to really help. So we are going full out. I'm just so excited.
Going full out. That is amazing.
And think about it, the best-selling author, it's like having a degree. You can reuse it and reuse and reuse it because I don't know about you, Stella, but like every time I go and speak, the first thing they'll say is, oh, introducing Divya Parekh, number one best-selling author. So
Number one best-selling author. That is
and
something.
like I do want to be very, very clear here is that we promise the best selling, we guarantee that. We don't guarantee number one because let's say if somebody, a huge mega influencer, let's say Tony Robbins or Mel Robbins is publishing that book. So we don't say that, but you walk away with being a best-selling author, and that's what counts. But here's also the thing. We have done this over 200 times and we have never missed a beat.
Boom. That is great. That is great. And in today's age, to become really an authority leader, this is something that you can't miss out. And Divya has just expanded on all these offers that come with it. So as you join the Unstoppable, this is all part of the package of what you're going to receive. Most of the time, you would be getting one or two things, but this is all coming together to be offered to you. And we're also going to be putting you on all the social media outlets that are
Yeah.
there. So you can imagine, like you talked about SEO, this is really important. Your name is going to be out there in all aspect, text, audio, image, video, in all formats, by you just coming and joining the Unstoppable series. What else should we expect, Divya? Is there anything more?
Well, the community, that's priceless. Now you're going to be hanging out with these power women for 6 months. We just don't kind of say, like, okay, come do it, and boom, boom, boom. We just don't push it out that fast. We will be guiding you throughout the step. Like, how could you position yourself in for your email list or for your audience. So, for example, I'll just give one giveaway. Like, I don't want to share everything, but behind the scenes, and we would be giving you ideas. We would be sharing with you graphics that you can share. So, think about it. You're not only getting the power of women, but you are getting a 6 months of positioning where we walk you through the steps and you're building your authority as you shared that you're writing your book, you're writing your story. And here's what I say is that, like, everything aside, holding that book in your hand and giving it to someone, whether it's your client, whether it's someone, it's so powerful. Just holding that book in your hand, it's priceless. For me, it's been like every time I write a book, I've written 10 to 12 books. Every time I write a book, and when that printed version comes in my hand, Stella, it's like holding my child. And every child is precious, and every experience is unique. So just holding your book in your hand, ah, it's priceless.
Priceless, priceless. And exactly, look at that. So I guess you can't wait to join us on this Unstoppable series. And of course, being featured in the Stellar Woman magazine, we've featured women like Kim Kiyosaki, Sharon Letter. So you can imagine how much leverage you can get from that. So Divya, is there anything people need to know? I know that the team is going to help them and hold you so you don't have to worry at all. All you have to do is raise your hand and ask us any question you have in terms of becoming the Unstoppable, being part of the Unstoppable series. So, Divya, is there anything people need to know on how to get on? How can they join?
Yeah, great question, Stella. So, one thing to kind of like, ask yourself is, do I have a story that can impact someone else? Am I ready? to become unstoppable? Am I ready to be the thought leader? I know I am. I'm ready to unleash my potential. Am I ready to become that influencer? Am I ready to become that thought leader? If you have said yes to those questions, then there's going to be a form. So the link will be right there. Just, fill out the form and we'll be reaching out to you with the next steps.
All right. Thank you very much, Divya. That is a good way for you to know. And remember the community of these elite women that you need to be part of. You just have to be part of them. Don't ask yourself so many questions. Just say yes to yourself because you are worthy. You are worthy of this. Divya, do we get to know how much it is?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you make a one-time payment, it is $3,000. And if you are thinking about the payment plans, we can definitely talk because there are some bonuses for investing in yourself just in one time. But definitely, if you're selected, then we can definitely talk about the payment plans and how can we make this happen for you.
Oh, fantastic. And thank you for mentioning that. You will need to fill in the form and we need to get back to you if you're selected to be part of the Unstoppable series.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Stella, for being part of this series. Like together, I can just feel the energy. I can feel this is just going to be unstoppable. And these women are just going to rise and impact other women because remember, it's about living the legacy, not waiting for some time in the future.
Fantastic. Leaving a legacy, leaving your footprint on this earth, leaving a footprint. And we know that you are all worth it and should be part of this series. So don't forget to just click the link and make the application, and we'll see you there. So bye bye
Thank you.
from me and
Thank you
Divya.
so much.
Bye. Thank you all.